Good morning, Jillian Harris here. I am at the airport. I am about to embark on a 5-day adventure with my mom, and I'm doing a little blog about my pumping journey on this trip. I'm gonna try to pump and save my milk along the way. Justin is at home with the kids, so I'm kidless, and I'm hoping to keep up my milk supply and also bring a little bit home for the family. Not for the family, for Annie, for the baby. Justin, keep your hands off my milk. Okay, so this is what I'm traveling with. I'm carrying this with me. This is Justin's camping Yeti cooler. He swears by these coolers, so I figure if it's good enough for his overland adventures, it's good enough for my breast milk. So let me give you a little tour of what this baby looks like and what's inside. Okay, so this is what I've got inside. I've got one Yeti ice pack just to keep the milk cold. I've got one pack of bags for my Willow pump, and then I've also got a whole bunch of regular bags for my regular hand pump. So lots of breast milk bags here. I also brought 2 different kind of pumps for a few different reasons. This is my old school Advent hand pump. I actually love this pump the most. I find it to be super efficient, super quick, easy to wash, easy to use, and I'll probably end up using this 90% of the time. But I also brought my Willow pump, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. So this is one left side of the Willow pump, and basically this goes right in my bra, and it's super discreet and it's super quiet, and the little bags go right in there. So for example, I'm going to use this today on the plane, and you can basically pump in public, and makes your boobs look a little bit bigger, but it's super cool. So my next pumping break is about the same time the flight's taking off. So I'm going to use the bathroom here at the airport right before the flight takes off and pop those bad boys in. And the flight's only about an hour, so I'm probably just going to keep them in throughout the entire flight. When I get off, I'll use the restroom, take out the bags, and then store them in the cooler. So depending on my travel plans and schedule, I'll either be using the Willow pump in my bra or I'll be hand pumping. I actually prefer to hand pump, but on a full travel day like this, there's not as many opportunities to hand pump, so I can use the discreet little Willow pump in my bra. So wish me luck. I haven't pumped anything yet, and I'm a little worried about pumping without Annie because my supply hasn't been great over the last few weeks. I brought some supplements with me, and I brought some Dom Paradrone, I think it's called, with me, so I've got to take that. And I hope that with some mind, body, and soul techniques, thinking about breastfeeding, thinking about the baby, and also the supplements, I'm hoping that I'm able to keep up my supply. Okay, here we go. We haven't even taken off yet, and I'm going to get my Willow pumps all ready to go and get on the plane and see how it goes. It's my outfit, by the way. I am officially pumping. Oh God. Okay, success. Okay, I look like I've got massive boobs, but we are boarding and I have to go. So wish me luck. Hopefully I have some milk when I get to Seattle. Okay, so I'm super curious to see what's gonna happen because I've got the pumps in, but I haven't felt any letdown yet. And I feel like it's because my brain is on traveling and on the cruise tomorrow and all the plans and things, travel stuff, you know. I'm not really thinking about Annie right now. And I'm wondering if there's even any milk going in there. So when I get on the plane, I'm gonna look at some pictures and videos and hopefully feel that letdown. Who knows, maybe there's milk going in there right now. We'll see, but I'm nervous. Okay, we're in Seattle, about to get on the next flight. I got the pumps back in. A lot of people are staring at my boobs. I feel ya, those big boob ladies out there. I feel ya. I'm about to do my second round of pumping, so see how that goes, and I'll update you guys once I get settled into the hotel tonight. Okay, you guys, we just landed in Atlanta. I wanted to give you an update as to how the pumping went on the flight. I was in a middle seat, so it was a little bit awkward. This is the thing about the Willow pump. Such a good idea, but I don't have a ton of supply. So I usually only get like 2 ounces out of the one boob and then like 1.5 out of the other. So it's not enough for a full feed in the little bags. So oftentimes what I'll do is I'll just pump again in like 2.5 hours later and use the same pumps. But for whatever reason, if you stop and then start again, your little bags get filled full of air and you don't get as much milk. So I don't know if it was that successful, but I don't really know what the other option was. Like, I could have gone to a bathroom and hand pumped, but that's not really great either. But anyways, I got about just shy of 3 ounces in each bag. So I think that'll be enough to for a full feed, and you can always combine the bags too down the road if you wanted to. But I just like to have like a full 3 or 4 ounces at least in a bag before I'll freeze it. So anyways, I'm here in Atlanta and I'm waiting for my mom. She's coming in from Phoenix and I'm just trying to find a washroom. Hopefully I can find a nice washroom, and I'm gonna use my hand pump this time. I feel like I just can get like a nice good 3 to 4 ounces and then put it in a bag. So, oh, I see a bathroom. So I think this will do, unless I just go in a corner somewhere. I don't know. This is a lot of work, you guys. So this is where we decided to do our pumping, and we are reunited, and our flight's in what, half an hour, 45 minutes?
An hour.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Time to grab a margarita.
Yeah. Hey, baby.
Okay, see, I used the cheap Avent hand pump, and I got almost a full 4 ounces, and I can pour it into one bag. Less than 10 minutes. So far, expensive isn't always better. Okay, good morning, everybody. We're at the hotel. We are just getting ready to go find the cruise ship. I'm wearing one of my little rompers, but I wanted to give you an update on the milk situation. So I didn't know this, but a lot of hotels actually have what they call like a medical fridge or a medical freezer for people that need to store their medicine in a fridge or freezer. So when I came to the hotel last night, I asked if I could keep my milk bag in a freezer, and they were totally cool with it. So depending on who you ask, and everybody might not know that, but I kept my whole Yeti cooler in the freezer last night, woke up in the middle of the night to pump, brought it down there, added it to the bag, and now I've got a full bag that I'm going to throw in there before we head out to the cruise ship. So far, so good. Yeah, I will definitely say though, my hand pump has been the easiest to use and the most convenient to use. So, yeah, I'm gonna tell you if things go downhill, but so far it's looking good. Got 4 ounces to add to the bag. Okay, here's the pumping on the road update number, whatever, 10. So here's a tip for you. We're in our room and it's amazing. Everything's wonderful. We got all settled in. Now, this is only my second time cruising and I couldn't really remember what it was like, but they bring your luggage in and it takes a while for your luggage to come in. So where did I put my pump? It's with my luggage. How are my boobs? Ready to explode. So if you are doing a cruise, I would recommend keeping your pump in your carry-on so that you can pump at your leisure. There is a fridge in here. I could have pumped, I could have put the milk in the fridge and I would be good to go. But now I am going to have to live with these engorged boobs until my luggage comes. So anyways, I think we should just go for a walk around the ship and check it out while we wait. Okay, you guys, the trip is over. We're not home yet. We're just waiting for our Uber outside the port. And the final consensus is this wasn't so hard. I have got, I would say, maybe 20 bags of milk to bring home. all about 4 ounces a piece. So 2 times 4 is 8. So what is that? 80 ounces that I'm bringing home. Consensus is it was pretty easy. It's all frozen solid. I'm going to do some tips here at the end to let you know my top 5 or 10 tips to breastfeeding, pumping, and storing while you are on vacation without your baby. But I would recommend it. I'm super excited, super proud. Okay, so I'm pumping in the airplane bathroom. This is definitely where the Willow pump comes in handy. But I packed in my suitcase. I'm gonna pump in here. 1, I'm stressed about time because I'm taking up the airplane bathroom. And 2, it's not the cleanest. That's not the most comfortable. So if anybody has tips and tricks on how to do this on a plane, let me know. Okay, so I'm not home yet, but here are my tips for pumping and saving on the go without your baby. So if you don't hear from me after this, these are all the tips I have for you. 1, I would recommend a very good compact cooler. In this case, I used Justin's Yeti cooler. Yeti coolers are supposed to be the best. And I also used a Yeti freezer pack. Number 2, make sure that when you're opening and closing your cooler, especially if it is a Yeti and it has a zipper, you close it all the way. On the way up here, I didn't have the zipper closed all the way and some of my milk defrosted. Not only do you not want your milk to defrost, but if it's frozen, you're gonna have an easier time getting it through security. If it's thawed, you have a harder time getting it through security. If you're gonna take breast milk that is thawed through security, try to keep it under 3 ounces because then they have to do less testing on it. Next is try to pump just like you would when your baby's around. So every 3.5 hours, I found that I felt my milk was coming in about every 4 hours. So I kind of pushed it a little bit, but my supply didn't have any issues. I found out that Annie actually started sleeping throughout the night while I was gone. So I didn't wake up to pump, and hopefully that doesn't affect my supply, and hopefully that makes everything fine and dandy. I did take supplements while I was away. I took fenugreek, magnesium, calcium, and daily vitamin, and I drank lots of water. Check with the hotel or the cruise, whoever you're traveling with ahead of time, and let them know that you do need to use their cooler to store your breast milk in. They may seem confused at first, but I find if you're really nice and patient with them, they will find you what you need. Sometimes they'll offer you a fridge and you have to let them know that you need a freezer, but that shouldn't be a problem. At the hotel that we were staying at and on the cruise line, they were able to offer us a freezer to store the bag in. And then of course you can use your mini fridge to pump and save. And then what I just did is once a day, at the end of the day, I brought my 4 or 5 bags that I had pumped earlier that day and brought it down and did a drop off into the main freezer area. Also, I labeled everything cruise or trip cruise just because I don't know why. I just kind of want to know when I eventually feed it to her where that milk was pumped. I don't know if that makes really a difference. Mom, can you think of anything else? Maybe bring, I didn't bring what if I would have done things differently, I would have brought a little thing of, you go, that's fine. See if you can think of anything. Okay. A little thing of dish soap. So, because I had to wash my pump with just hand soap, and I would have preferred to use dish soap. Oh, let's talk about pumps. So, thank you so much, Willow Pump, for sending me the Willow Pump. It is awesome. It is cool. However, I still think the best time to use a Willow Pump is if you're driving or like on a bus or something. I still found my Avent hand pump is what I used all the time. I only used the Willow pumps when I was in the airplane. Also for me, I don't have a lot of supply. I only have 2 ounces in one boob and 1 in the other. Or oh, somebody's here.